Alright guys, so as long as I don't mess it up, I'm going to get a pretty fun flight coming up in a second. Let's see what DJI has to say about it. Ooh, I'm liking that view. It's almost Halloween, and why don't we get a nice shot of this? We will not get too close for too many reasons.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
We're not going to get too close. There's one reason being that there's a lot of strings or lines or whatever you want to call them holding that cool thing over there, and we wouldn't want to touch any of that stuff. Also, we want to try to be respectful of this area here that we're in and not anger anybody. So we'll get around. I get around, round, round, round. I get around, round, round. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I get around, round, round, round. I get around, round, round. Do do do. We're nice high up and off the ground, and this is truly a beautiful spot. Truly beautiful spot. We could do a little bit of zoomage. Let's see if DJI will allow us to do some zoomage. Wow, not bad. 2% zoom. I don't know. There's a thing here at some point, I remember, in the settings. Camera control, I don't know what it was. It was supposed to allow us to do more than 2% zoom, but then I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't remember how to get out of this. So that's annoying on so many different levels. How do I get out? Get out of this thing. DJI. Is this going to be a short flight because I need to bring it down? It might be. Okay. Alright. For safety purposes, I can't get out of the thing. I'm going to bring the bird down to myself. It's really annoying that I've had to do this, but I prefer to go on the air down to the be the most cautious that I can be. I can't get out of this menu. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to land the drone line of sight. It's right next to me now.
Landing.
And this is what I recommend you guys do too if this should happen to you. You can't get what you want out of the DJI app or something. You get into a menu and it gets stuck. Instead of having the bird up in the air and trying to figure out what to do, bring it down, make sure that it is safe, and then restart it up if necessary. I don't know why this thing does not have more options for zoom. I think there was a way to change it, but then when I did the update at some point, it changed the settings to some kind of other video. So then when you do the FN zoom, you see now we can get up to 4 zoom. You see that? So yeah, that annoys me so much when you do the update to the app and then bad stuff happens. I think we are still recording. Let me double check. We are still recording, so it's all good in the hood, but it's good to show you guys that if in doubt, bring your bird down and start again. Don't risk
Take off.
bad happening to you.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Or something was astray and did not happen the way you wanted it to. So don't take those risks that are completely unneeded, and have a good time. Have a good time, which is what we want to do. We want to make sure that we're nice line of sight. And I think I lost the pumpkin. Too much talking. What was the thing? They say something like, the power of Home Depot or something, like more doing something like that. Anyhow, so we won't get too close to the pumpkin. If we want to make it look like we are close to the pumpkin, we can do that zoom, which is really cool. But hey, what could be cooler than this, guys? I mean, again, this is the kind of stuff that I tell you guys is what gets me up in the morning. What makes me happy is this kind of thing right here. I'm gonna move away from it instead of close to it. Circle around. Oh, that's cool. So they happen to have the face on two sides of this pumpkin. That is cool. That is so cool. What a shot, guys. What a shot. That is so cool. So we are not going to go on top of this thing, obviously, because that would not be the smartest thing to do. Instead, we will go this way instead. So, what happens if you press the home point thingy-majig? No? That's interesting. What happened there? The return to...
Go home.
Oh, there it goes. Bored. Learn some flight tips while you wait. There we go. It finally worked. So I needed to tap it for longer. That's what it was doing right there. Dun 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 dun. Did it change the settings in any way? I'm not sure. I hear it coming. I hear it coming, babe. I hear it coming. I hear it coming, babe. The home point. Home point.
Landing.
It happens to be right on top of me. DJI is really cool. Here we go, it's back. It's back like Arnold. It is back like Arnold. And again, I wouldn't want to say Schwartzy, because then we'd get in trouble. Look at this. It wants to come down to the home point, but I'm not going to land it. I'm going to undo the home point thing. We were going to dunk it in here. I'm just kidding. Anyhow, let's go do another like quick revolution, and then not too. I don't want to do too much because we'll do the super zoom thing, and then we'll gimbal it up, brah. Okay, here we go. We'll do the super zoom. I mean, 4 zoom. We'll do 4 zoom, so we can get really close to that pumpkin. This is the difference between when you're flying. Whoa, okay, unzoom it. Unzoom it all the way. We've lost the pumpkin. Okay, this is the difference between when you're doing simulators and the real thing. Is if there's a tree in the way, you can actually move yourself out of the way of the tree, and then life is better as a whole. That is the truth. But when you're in the simulator, you have to sort of rely on the camera and where it is. So that's one of the downsides to doing a simulator thing. But then, of course, there's so many other upsides to doing the simulator things, as in you always get perfect vision on your drone, for instance, or you'll always get perfect vision. There won't be any like cutting off or trees being in the way or anything like that would ever happen, because of course you are in the simulator. And in the world of simulators, that's a cool thing. Anyway, let's zoom out. We'll do a little bit more turnage, and then we'll bring this back down to Earth, where we will then land it safely, as we should, because again, 30% battery makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. So I mean, this is DJI, so very reliable, but if you ever were to hit under the 12% battery mark, this thing falls out of the sky. So I did tests on it, and I don't want to risk it for brisket, as they say. I always prefer to err on the side of caution when it comes to drone flying, especially with all that's going on in the modern world. So here we go, coming down, and very soon we could say no animals, people, or things were damaged in the making of this video. But some stupidity for sure was released during the making of this video, but that's what you expect from the channel. So here we go. Let's come down and do a smooth landing on a very, very small piece of
landing
cement. And again, the accuracy of DJI does it again. Let me show you. This is what I landed on. It's not a lot of clearance. There's only about it's only about 2 drones wide. Yeah, it's only about 2 drones wide, and even from here, if we wanted to, we could zoom in to that pumpkin, and then I would have to manually adjust it like this because we're not in the air. There we go. You could even get closer to the pumpkin. Look at this. 4 zoom is quite impressive for something this small. Anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this ridiculous video, and I will see you all very soon in the next one.